Hello everyone. Zoho Payments offers a seamless way to accept online payments from customers by embedding the widget directly into your website using APIs. To get started with the Zoho Payments API, your application needs to be authenticated to ensure secure and authorized access. Zoho Payments uses both OAuth 2.0 and API keys for authentication. OAuth 2.0 provides secure, token-based access for delegated interactions between your app and Zoho Payments. API keys offer a more direct and simpler way to authenticate API requests. In this video, we'll walk you through the process of generating OAuth 2.0, access and refresh tokens to begin using the APIs. Before we dive in, make sure you have an active Zoho Payments account, your API keys, available under Zoho Payments, Settings, Developer Space. Let's get started. So, what's OAuth 2.0? OAuth 2.0 is a standard protocol that lets apps securely access protected resources via APIs. With Zoho Payments, it lets you authenticate API calls at the organization level without repeatedly entering a username and password. Here are the topics we'll cover in this video. These 3 steps are a one-time process. After obtaining the authorization code in Step 2, you can generate access and refresh tokens to initiate API calls. When your access token expires, you can regenerate the access token using the refresh token. You can continue using the refresh token to generate new access tokens until you choose to revoke it. First, you must register your application with Zoho's Developer Console to obtain your client ID and client secret. To register your application, visit Zoho's Developer Console using this URL. Enter the client name, homepage URL, and the authorized redirect URIs. Once done, click Create. Your client secret and client ID will be generated. Copy and keep these credentials safe and do not share them with anyone. Next, generate an authorization code using the client credentials. Make a GET request to retrieve the authorization code, or copy and paste this request URL, and construct the rest of the URL using the parameters such as client ID, account ID, appropriate scopes specified in the Zoho Payments API docs, and your redirect URI. Once the URL is constructed, copy and paste the GET URL in your browser. Click Accept to grant access to your Zoho Payments account data. After granting access, you'll be redirected to the specified redirect URI, where you can retrieve the authorization code from the code parameter. Note: the authorization code is valid for only 1 minute. You must generate the access and refresh tokens before it expires. We use Postman here to generate the access and refresh tokens, but you can also use other programming interfaces. Once you have the code from the previous step, make a POST request. You can use the example request provided in our API doc and update the required parameters to generate the access and refresh tokens. Copy the authorization code and paste it into the code field. Similarly, copy and paste the client ID, client secret, and redirect URI here. The grant type will be authorization code by default, since this is the first time we're creating it. Once done, click Send. Your access and refresh tokens will now be generated. Note: access tokens are valid only for 60 minutes. Keep your refresh tokens safe to generate new access tokens when needed. Now, let's initiate an API call. When calling an API, the access token must be included in the request header and cannot be passed as a request parameter. You can follow the format outlined in our Zoho Payments API doc. Copy and paste the access token in the authorization field. For the purpose of this video, let's assume your access token has expired. Let's see how to generate a new one using the refresh token. First, make a POST request using the example request URL and the parameters provided in our API doc. paste the refresh token that you've copied. Similarly, copy and paste the client ID and client secret here. The grant type will be a refresh token. Once done, click Send. Your access token is now generated using the refresh token to call an API. If you no longer wish to generate tokens, you can revoke the refresh tokens. Let's see how. Copy and paste your refresh token in this field and click Send. Your refresh tokens have now been revoked, and you can't use them to generate new access tokens to initiate API calls. Your tokens establish a secure connection for API interactions. Keep them secure and never share them publicly. And that's a wrap for our video. Thanks for watching.